Okay, let's come into a seated position and we're going to rub our hands together. We have chakras in our hands and we're going to place our thumbs in our heart center. And we're going to close our eyes. We're going to create an intention for our practice tonight. So yesterday was the winter solstice, the shortest day of the year. And so from now on, it's just going to keep getting lighter and lighter every single day. And so this is a time of rest, and this is a time to just go within. But we're going to bring some light in so that way it doesn't feel so dark. And we'll do that through our yoga tonight. So let's take a couple inhales. We'll take some yogic breaths. So inhale through the nose, push the belly out. Exhale through the nose, push the belly in. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Do that a couple more times. So we're also going to be activating the lower chakras tonight. So keep doing the yogic breaths while I'm talking to you, eyes closed, just focus on your breathing. We're activating our lower chakras. These are going to be the first, second, and third chakras. And these are, we'll talk about them more tonight, but we're going to activate them tonight because these three chakras ground us into the physical earth rather than the upper chakras kind of to the divine realm. And so a lot of issues tend to manifest in the lower chakras, like physical ailments, energetic blocks. So we're going to open those chakras up tonight and we're going to bring some light in. So let's take one more inhale. Exhale. Okay, let's start with fists of anger. So we're going to bring our thumb inside under the pinky mound, and then our fingers are going to come over the top, and we're going to be doing O mouth breath. And our hands are going to go up over our heads, so that way we're clearing our arc line. So let's go ahead. Start to think about what makes you angry, what makes you frustrated. Use that to fuel the movement. Really deep breaths. We're going to get as much oxygen as we can. Think about what makes you angry, what makes you frustrated. Keep going. stretch the arms up. Project white light all around you. Exhale, inhale. Project the white light above you, below you, all around you. We're combating that darkness. Exhale, inhale. Project and stretch. Stretch up, project the white light, project it above you, below you, all around you. Surround yourself in that white light. And exhale. Roll the shoulders, neck, and the jaw. Okay, let's come into cat-cow. So we're coming onto all fours, and we're gonna inhale, lift up, exhale, chin to chest. Inhale up, exhale, chin to chest. So keep going. So keep going, really inhale, deep breath, exhale, pull your navel in, inhale up, exhale down. So we are balancing that third chakra. The third chakra is located behind the navel, and this is what is associated with our stomach. And so when this chakra is off, you could have gut issues, and it's pronounced chakra, but I mess it up and I say chakra, so my bad. So it balances your third chakra, and when this is unbalanced, you can have gut issues, and you can have stomach issues, and maybe you have stomach pain, maybe you have IBS, maybe you have constipation, diarrhea, all those things. So we're opening up that third chakra so that way energy can flow through. Let's say you're like constipated, that could be like your energy is stuck, and so we're moving the energy through the spine, through that third chakra. So inhale up, exhale, inhale up, exhale. Really activate your breath. Take really deep breaths here. We want to get as much oxygen as we can. Keep going. All this oxygen, we're combating depression, we're combating sadness, we're combating negative feelings. It's okay to go inward when it's dark and cold outside, but if you start to get depressed, you need some more oxygen. So that's what we're doing tonight. So inhale up, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale up, exhale. And then push back into child's pose, hands together in prayer pose. Let's take some deep breaths here. So we're going to start to activate that second chakra that's located in our pelvic region, and this is associated with our sexuality, our creativity, our ability to make money. And so you could have infertility issues or infections or erectile dysfunction, all those things that are associated with your pelvic area, a weak pelvic floor, all those things. That's the second chakra. And so we're just activating it by talking about it. We breathe into that area. We're still in child's pose. So just breathe into that second chakra. Just think about it. Send your breath down there. We're activating it, waking it up. Okay, so let's come back onto our heels and then let's come into on our in a seated position, feet out in front of us. Let's come into a forward fold. So stretch your feet, flex your feet. Inhale, reach up really tall. We're stretching the spine. Inhale. Exhale, come forward, bending at the hips. Just take some deep breaths here. Breathe into the back of the legs. See if you can relax. So you can leave your hands on your shins. You can grab your toes. You just want to feel the stretch in the back of the legs. And slowly come up to the top. Head comes up last. Okay, and then now we're going to bring our feet to the mat. Roll back onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest. Okay, and then bring your feet to the floor. Okay, so we're going to activate that second chakra and we're going to chant. And so we're going to chant HUD. So with every time we lift our pelvis up, HUD, and down on the floor, HUD. And we're just going to keep going, HUD, HUD, HUD. Okay, give me a second. Okay. We're going to start in a couple of seconds. That way I know how long we're doing it for. Okay, HUD, 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 head, head. Bring your knees into your chest. Take some deep breaths. So we're waking up those lower chakras. The first chakra is linked to our legs. Our feeling of safety, security. It's located at the base of our spine, pretty much a butthole. That's where it's located at. And that second chakra is located in your pelvis. So we're just waking that up. We're removing any blocks from that area. And when we chant, chanting raises our energy. So we're just opening up those energy centers in the body and adding some energy to them. So rock left and right. So the lower three chakras usually cause the most problems for people. They have a lot of physical ailments associated with them. Think of how many people you know with gut issues, with knee issues, knee pain, hip pain, back pain, weak pelvic floors, incontinence after having babies. All of those issues, you can strengthen your body and your energy centers, and that'll help you with your issues. Okay, let's rock and roll up into a seated position. And then let's come into boat pose. Okay, so arms are like this, feet are like this. Lean back as far as you can, make sure you're breathing. See if you can relax the shoulders. Release the feet, rock back onto your back, knees into your chest. And then rotate the right ankle 3 times to the right. And then 3 times to the left. And the left ankle 3 times to the right. And then 3 times to the left. And then rock and roll up into a seated position. Okay, let's come into our addiction meditation. So this meditation is great for addictions. It's great for cravings. It's great for obsessive thoughts. It's great for anxiety. This is really great for if you're addicted to social media, smoking, drinking, gambling, whatever you're addicted to. Okay, fingers up on the pads of the palms. And then the thumbs are gently touching the temples, and the arms are not exactly like this. They're just in a little bit because you want the thumbs to be touching on the temples. And we're saying sa, ta, na, ma, and we're gently clenching the back molars, eyes closed down.
Sat Sri Akal, Mahakal, Mahakal, Satnam, Akal Murti Vaheguru. Sat Sri Akal, Mahakal, Mahakal, Satnam, Akal Murti Vaheguru. Sat Sri Akal, Mahakal, Mahakal, Satnam, Akal Murti Vaheguru. Sat Sri Akal, Mahakal, Mahakal, Satnam, Akal Murti Vaheguru. Sat Sri Akal, Mahakal, Mahakal, Satnam, Akal Murti Vaheguru. Sat Sri Akal, Mahakal, Mahakal, Satnam, Akal Murti Vaheguru. Sat Sri Akal,
Inhale. Look up at the point between the brows. Hold the breath. And exhale. Okay, let's come onto all fours. And we're going to come into threading the needle. We're going to bring our right arm through and palm faces up. Just feel the stretch in the right shoulder. Take some deep breaths here. This is my testimonial for Kundalini Yoga. So I've been trying some other things, some other meditations, and I can say that the Kundalini Yoga is the best yoga that I have done so far, because I haven't been going to the gym because of COVID. And so for like 2 years, I've just been doing Kundalini Yoga in the morning instead. And I have said so many people just tell me how amazing that I look and how healthy I look. And like, not so many people, but people I haven't seen in like a couple years. And they're like, oh my God, you look so great. You look so healthy. And I'm like, and I have like so much creativity, like more than I've ever had. I feel more creative than I ever have in my life. And that's what this Kundalini energy does. It inspires that. You have this coiled energy at the base of your spine, and you awaken it with the yoga, and then it shoots up to the top of your spine, and it gives you this burst of energy, and it's creativity. It's Shiva and Shakti is what manifests and moves Shiva, I feel like, through the universe. So it's that creative energy that's always creating things. It's what creates a baby. It's like that creative energy. It's creativity that makes life so amazing and magical. And I don't know, I've tried other meditations, and I just feel like doing the Kundalini Yoga and doing your own practice is going to be the most powerful thing you can do. Okay, let's switch sides. So come onto all fours, and then put your left arm through. Do the other side. Take some deep breaths here. So my point is do more yoga and you'll look amazing. No. But seriously, the yoga is so good for you, and it's that life force energy. It's that oxygen, because you're getting so much oxygen in your body. Of course, you're going to look better. Your cells are oxygenated, and what happens is when we don't get enough oxygen, there's something called oxidation, and that's what ages you. And that's why antioxidants are really good for you, because it combats that. And oxygen is amazing for your body, because you're oxygenating your brain, you're oxygenating your blood, and everything is just going to look better, work better, and just be better for you. So of course you still have to like eat and right and drink water, but I'm just saying it's amazing. Okay, and then let's come back onto all fours. Let's come into a seated position. And now let's do our Sarah Bundendis. I'm trying to work you guys out tonight, so you're welcome. Okay. So we're gonna come into triangle pose. Okay, this is our triangle downward dog, okay? And then, so we're inhaling, and then we're exhaling, coming down. You could do this, chaturanga, or you can come onto your knees, exhale down, inhale up, and then exhale back. And then when you come back, make sure you take your stretch and make sure your feet always stay tucked under. We're not putting our feet like this. Okay, so inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Also, you might only be able to do cobra. This is totally fine. You don't have to do the up dog. So exhale, push back, and keep going. Really deepen the breath. Just make sure you're breathing, even if you're not doing the postures. Inhale, exhale. It still counts if you watch it as well. If you don't want to do it, you can still watch it. You're still getting the life force energy. Make sure you take your stretch at the top. Pedal your feet if that feels good. Okay, let's meet in downward dog, triangle. Pedal your feet left and right. Come on to all fours. Push back into child's pose. a seated position, and we're gonna come onto our bottoms and feet out in front of us. And we're gonna do some leg lifts, and we're gonna do 108 is our goal, and 108 is important in yoga because it refers to spiritual completion, and ancient yogis believe that we can attune ourselves to the rhythms of creation by completing practices and rounds of the sacred number. So that's why we want to do 108, because we're attuning ourselves to the rhythms of creation. So that's just what I was talking about, Shakti, creation. We're activating that Kundalini. So let's see if we can do 108 leg lifts. Didn't say anything. We're just gonna do it, okay? So come down onto your back. Okay, we're working off our Christmas dinner that we're gonna have. Okay, so we're gonna inhale, leg comes up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Okay, stop, because we're doing 108 together. Okay, we will start at 108 and count down. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do this and also breathe. Okay, 108, 107, 199, 98, we're inhaling up, exhaling down, 96, 95, 94, 93, 92, 91, 90. Feel free to put your legs, your hands under your butt to support your low back. 87, 86, 85, 84, 83, 82, 81. Make sure you're breathing. 80. 58, 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50, 49, 48, 47, 46, 45, 44, 43, 42, 41. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, and bring the knees into your chest. Take some deep breaths here. So let's say you only made it to 50. That would be your number, and then you can work up to 108. So we're activating that first chakra. It's associated with our legs. So we're moving the legs up and down, moving that stagnant energy out of the body. It's associated with feeling safe and secure. So when it's out of balance, you may feel unsafe. You may have fear, you may have anxiety, you may not feel grounded, you may feel really spacey. So we're opening up that first chakra, balancing it. Okay, let's bring our feet to the mat. And then let's bring the right foot across the left knee. And the left knee into the chest. Take some deep breaths here. If that first chakra is out of balance, maybe your knee hurts or your legs hurt, or you have restless leg syndrome, anything that's associated with the legs, your ankle, maybe you have problems with your feet. Self first chakra issues. So we tend to have a lot of physical ailments in the first, second, and third chakra areas because we're on this physical planet. This is what grounds us into our physical reality. And so just going through our day-to-day life, we can get knocked out of balance. So we're putting ourselves back in a balance. That way we can align our lower three chakras. And also so we can work off our holiday dinner. Release that right knee and bring your knees into your chest again. Rock left and right. And then bring your feet back to the mat. Bring your right leg, your left leg over your right knee. Bring your knee in towards your chest. And we're going to continue to chant to raise our energy. Keep chanting. Let's do some breath of fire. Palms up like this. Fingers on top of the pads of the palms. And our thumbs are facing outward, and we're slightly tucking our chin in for our chin lock, and we're doing breath of fire. So even inhale and exhale through the nose. Inhale, thumbs touch and stretch, hold the breath. We're combating that depression, filling our bodies with oxygen, raising the energy, raising the kundalini, and exhale. Touch the mat, touch the ground, ground yourself. Got to get this energy into our bodies so that way we don't feel the darkness of the winter, and we can go inside and be introvert, but not get all dark and moody. Okay, so let's come onto our back, and we're going to do bridge pose. And then from here, your feet are on the mat, and maybe you need to walk your feet in a little bit closer to your butt. And we're gonna lift the pelvis up. So inhale, lift up, and see how far you can come, how high you can come. You can stay here. You can put the hands under the low back like this, or you can stay here, hands on the mat. Just lift up as high as you can. Keep breathing. Inhale, push the belly out. Exhale, push the belly in. Again, removing the energy through the lower chakras. And then come down one vertebra at a time. Bring your knees into your chest, left and right. I'm going to do that again. So feet come to the mat. Just take a moment, bring your heels closer to your butt if you need to. Just take your time. Got time, you don't need to rush. Always rushing everything that we do. We're here, just take time. Okay, hands on the mat. Inhale, lift your pelvis up. Exhale. So take some deep breaths here, really focus on that first chakra, that second chakra, and that third chakra. The first one is located at the base of your spine, it's red. The second one is located in your pelvis, it's orange. The third one is located behind your navel, it's yellow. You can even think of like a little stoplight, red, orange, yellow. The colors are wrong, but you get what I'm trying to say. Keep breathing into those chakras, activating them, adding some life force energy, some oxygen to them. You can even close your eyes, visualize them, red, orange, yellow. Come down one vertebra at a time, bring your knees into your chest. Rock left and right if that feels good. Okay, and then let's come into a twist. Arms come to a T. Our knees are gonna come over to the right. Our head's gonna come to the left. Just take some deep breaths here. Bring your knees up to the top, and let's switch sides. Knees come over to the left, head comes over to the right. Then let's bring our knees up to the top. Bring our knees into our chest one last time. Rock left and right. And then let's come into Shavasana. Just take up as much space on your mat here as you'd like. Palms face up. Made it to Shavasana. So just take some deep breaths here. You can put one hand on your belly if you like, one hand on your heart. Go ahead and take 5 yogic breaths on your own. Inhale, push the belly out. Exhale, push the belly in. Just let your breath fall back into its natural rhythm. You can drop your arms back down if you'd like, or you can keep them where they're at. And just start to let your brow smooth over. Let the muscles between your brow point relax. Let your eyes relax. Just feel them relax into the sockets of your eyes. Just let the corners of your eyes relax. Imagine a slight smile at the corner of the eyes. Jaw relax. Let the tongue fall back into the root of the mouth. Imagine a slight smile at the corner of the lips. And just let the neck and the shoulders relax. See if we can relax them from the inside out. Feeling the tension in your shoulders, letting it melt from ice to water, water to gas, letting go. Moving down the fingers. Just taking note of the life that's here right now. Feel the tingling sensation. The pinpricks of blood flowing through your fingers. Run the hands from the inside out. Take a moment, focus on your heart. Just take note of what's there. Maybe you're angry, you're sad. Maybe you feel empty or numb. Take note of what's there, and without covering anything up, just add a smile. And then down to your belly, just let your belly relax. Letting a smile across your navel. Down to your hips, just let your hips relax. Adding a smile from hip to hip. The length and the volume of the legs as they take up space on your mat. See if you can feel each part of your body as a whole in this moment right now. Gently start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Bring some life back into your limbs. And bring your arm up over your head and roll over onto your side. And then push yourself up into a seated position. Eyes closed, bring your hands to your heart.